Okay, yeah, Ryan Patrick, Business Development Manager at Pure Arts Montreal. So basically what you see right now, it's one of our majestic pieces that we've made in partnership with Ubisoft. So it was the collector edition for Assassin's Creed Origins. So now you see the statue with Byuk and his iconic eagle flying over his shoulder. The entire process for this one, we manufacture the boxes, the figurines, the necklace, the art book, the poster card as well. So we've been partners with Ubisoft for more than 8 years. Our CEO, Hugues Martel, used to be a art director, with Ubisoft back in Montreal. And then he worked for Ubisoft in Shanghai, if I'm not mistaken. And then he wanted to live his childhood dream, and that's how he created Pure Arts more than 10 years ago. Basically, for the first 10 years, we were mainly manufacturers. So we've worked closely with Ubisoft, Bandai Namco, Warner Brothers, Riot Games, just to name a few. And for the past year and a half, we brought our expertise from manufacturing into our licensed product business that we'll be able to show you in about a second. All right, so here, as you can see, it's Altair from the first game. A really, really impressive piece. It's our first piece that is already out right now, so you can grab yours on purearts.com. Quarter scale, so about 2 feet, 2 feet and a half. It just won 2 huge awards this year as well. At the Toy Awards, it won the Statue Fixpo's Release of the Year and Bimuta Best Gaming Statue of the Year. So we're really proud to have that piece at the New York Toy Fair this year. Like I've mentioned before, we used to work lots for manufacturing 1/8 scale, 1/10 scale, but doing that quarter scale in partnership with UB was a dream come true for us. We wanted really to bring to life what makes an Assassin's Creed game an Assassin's Creed game. So that's why, as you can see on your left, all the animus effect that is bringing to life the character Altair. Because in the game, that's how it works. You go through the animus with your memories, and you translate from Desmond to Altair. And we wanted to make sure that was part of the statue, that people could feel the animus effect. So we have an entire animus collection for Assassin's Creed. The first one you see right now is Altair, but then in about a minute or two we'll show you Byuk from Assassin's Creed Origin. And online, again on purearts.com, you can see our latest release that we revealed at New York Comic Con. That is Ezio Auditore, that you should definitely go take a look at.
So 2 questions. First of all, what are these particular quarter scale statues made out of, and how are they powered?
Basically, these are polystone resin. So these are considered premium statues. So you always need to use the polystone resin to get that kind of details. These are done through silicone mold, and then all end sculpted and then painted as well. This one will be a limitation of 1,500 units. And for the power, for the LED, it's the AAA batteries. So at the back of the statue, there's 2 slots of 3 batteries that you can put there, and the button to light the statue up is just on the right side of it. But it's within the base, so it's not even visible. But it's easy to access for you to show off and brag to your friends about your new statue.
Now, polystone is a very beautiful material, but it's also very fragile. What are the challenges when shipping these things? Because obviously people have to get them to their homes somehow. What are the challenges in packaging and shipping something so fragile, especially the little animus tails of pieces?
I'd say what's fun about that is that we don't outsource our packaging. So we have our packaging designer in-house that work closely with these statues, and we have test in-house as well. So you see, this one just came from China a month and a half ago, when we brought this one to California for some event and brought it to Montreal and now in New York, and there was no breakage on it. To support the fact that we know that polystone can break, we made sure that you get less piece to put together. So everything you see on the left side, that's an entire one piece. So all the Animus effect is just bolted all together. Then you have that piece that is a second piece. The base is one piece on its own, and then Altair. So less movement, less breakage in the packaging too.
And how much is this?
This one goes for 688 USD, just as Byuk, and Ezio is 749 USD.
That's an insane low price for the scale. I was saying earlier there are other companies that charge up to $2,500 for similar scale and detail.
Yes, you're right, and we're all about the art. We're all about having those products out there. We're all about bringing to consumers something they deserve with that kind of details, with a price that is suitable for them to access. All right, so next up, it's our Assassin's Creed Byuk from Animus Collection, quarter scale. Again, we're really into details. So as you can see, the Animus effect again that brings the characters to life from left to right. We made sure to have the eagle that you can use in game as well. That since it's mostly iconic, and now you can oversee your enemies throughout the entire game. Just real quick on how we come up with those statues. Basically, it starts as with a 2D art. And then our sculpture on ZBrush, they sculpt the entire thing, and they separate to the entire pieces, because these pieces you need to know that to get that kind of details, each color is a different mold, and each piece as well. So it's not cast one piece; it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 at least to get that kind of detail. So then from the ZBrush, what we do, we make sure to get our silicone mold, pour the resin in, crack it open. And every piece you see is hand sculpted and hand painted as well. This one, like the Altair, is limited to 1,500 units, and will be out for release, start to ship in July 2020.
Now, to give people an idea, for people who aren't familiar with like figure making or statue making, it's limited to 1,500 because that's how many pieces you get out of the cast without having to recast it, right, over the mold.
A resin mold, technically, you need to recast a mold after 300 units.
Oh.
Because it gets poison in, so you need to throw it away and reuse the silicone to other matters, and you need to recast your mold. So usually when we work with partners, the minimum quantity we do for manufacturing for that kind of piece, it's 500. So because it's around 250 to 300 where you need to really replace the silicone mold to not poison it.
And then when does this come out and how much will it be?
Again, this one will be out for July, hopefully July, August 2020, and it will be 688 USD. You can get yours on purearts.com and see our entire catalog on our website.